It is currently the morning of the 8th of December 2022. We have a tropical wave in the Philippine Sea. In fact, Pagasa is calling this a low pressure area at this time. It is rather disorganized, but there is this elongated low pressure located here. You can kind of see the circulation on satellite imagery. If that convection node does start to spin up a little bit more so in that center of circulation, we very well could have a tropical depression on our hands. But there is a lot going against it. One being that cold surge back towards north, providing a bit of vertical wind shear. But down near the surface, it does have ample sea surface temperatures. In fact, current sea surface temperatures out here are being about 29, nearly 30 degrees just towards the east of Mindanao. So a lot of fuel for this to develop. But if we take a look at the winds aloft, you can see basically the differences in the blue indicating upper level winds, yellow indicating the lower levels. You have a lot of shear going on here, and that's all the shear with the cold surge back towards the north. You have the easterly speed shear coming from east to west. You don't have like those big lungs aloft that would allow for exhaust in the upper levels of this system. So at this time, there just isn't the atmospheric ingredients in place for rapid intensification. But I do think there is the potential for a tropical depression out of this if Pagasa does deem it so. It's really going to be one of those borderline ones. Not quite a tropical storm, and I really don't think at all that we would see a typhoon in these atmospheric conditions. But lots of convection, though, just spread out over the area. We just needed to get a little bit more organized for it to be named by Pagasa. But regardless, let's say we don't get a name or we do get a name. It is a low pressure area, and it is going to be bringing pretty persistent rainfall from Mindanao through Visayas, areas of Luzon as it interacts with the cold surge as well as it kicks off here towards the north and west through the day here on Friday, making landfall just around late day in Samar, might be over there towards the Bicol region, Martinique, even to Cebu. You're going to be seeing for sure showers here on your Friday, heading over towards Saturday. This is about noontime on Saturday. There's your low pressure center with that inflow trying to wrap in around it, packed towards Palawan. You see those showers, but Cebu is going to be some pretty persistent moisture, and then eventually kicks off there towards Mindoro and Manila by Sunday. For sure going to get that increase in rainfall, and over towards Monday, much of northern Luzon. We're talking about Isabela up through Cagayan, northwestern areas of the coastline, La Union, even back into Abra. Going to be seeing those showers by Monday afternoon, heading into the evening hours as that cold surge kind of hooks us towards the north. And really, look at this. If this does come to pass, that's going to be some pretty nasty winds coming in across the Luzon, straight on top of that. We're talking about winds 50 to 80 kilometers per hour as this moves off towards the north and west, and it really butts up against this high pressure area trying to ridge in from the north. So definitely could be a pretty windy event. You see this by Wednesday evening for Taiwan, Okinawa, and those winds cruising in through northern Luzon. So wide-reaching impacts on this low pressure area if it does decide to develop and pushes off towards the northwest. I mean, if it does strengthen, I should say, I do expect development in the sense that there is going to be plenty of rainfall to come with this. And in fact, everywhere you see here in red indicates over 50 millimeters of precip. But I think some of these areas from Cebu, Martinique, Mindoro, especially eastern half, western areas of Visayas, we're going to be seeing upwards of 50, maybe 150 millimeters of total rainfall, and also the east coast of the Sierra Madre Mountains as that moisture pushes on through. So here's some of the main points I want you to take away from these updates today. If you don't understand all the jargon and you just want to take away something, possible tropical depression for sure. Interaction with the cold surge is going to help increase those winds and rainfall from the north. Expect flood warnings in place. Maybe not signal force warnings if we don't get a named storm system, but still those heavy rainfall, red level warnings likely will be issued. So make sure you're aware of where those are going to be happening from Friday all the way out through Monday. So starting in the south from Friday, moving off towards the north, heading into Monday. Eventually by Tuesday and the Wednesday, things will start to improve further off here towards the north. So let's take a look at some of your extended forecast as well. First, I'm going to start off with how about Cebu? We'll get that up here on the screen and give you an idea of what we can expect here. So Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So starting on Friday, we get those rain showers really picking up, and that is going to be the case there in Cebu. Eventually improving by Monday over towards Tuesday. While Metro Manila, showers going to stick around and could be heavy Sunday over towards Monday, with some thunderstorms kicking in there too, as this starts to interact with some cooler air there in the north, with temperatures into the high 20s, the lower 30s out there.